All right, so let's rock out.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period.
Akaash only dates brown. Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
so
Indian
this
woman.
is like loyal through and through.
Okay. Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
And I remember that he what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
using you and your husband split finances. And I'm gonna be really fucking honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And
it's a two-way street, not a one-way street. However, his money is your money, but your money is your money. That don't sound like a one-way street to me. That sounds like a two-way street. I bet you'll find his partner.
And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money. Okay.
I don't know if you watch The Boys, but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but like he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here.
Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband for clout, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. No lies were told. I am leveraging the support I have. It's kind of like nepotism, but like through my husband, so like spousal nepotism. What's wrong?
Oh my God. Okay, let me go to this other video.
Like, why do these men who make $60,000 a year talking about gold diggers? You don't have any gold to dig. You don't have to worry. You don't even have to worry about it. It's like, bro, we're not even talking about you because the guys that are actually in the 1% tax bracket, they want to do like the things that my husband and Nav are doing. They want to take care of women. They don't want us to be stressed. They want to be in our divine. They want us to be in our divine feminine energy. Investing.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that part. If you don't have it, you should be working towards it, trying to get it, right? That should be a goal, right? You remember when I said get on this program, we got a goal and destination to get to? That should be one of the goals and destination to get to. If you're making $50,000, $40,000, $90,000, $100,000, and you trying to get to a certain goal to where you can get your woman out of work, and you need to make certain sacrifices by in the Akash's scenario, he does the podcasting as well as he travels to do his comedy, right? Other people, they do it for content creation. Other people, they start businesses, whatever the case may be. You should be doing more than just working your 9 to 5 and finding out how to invest your money in certain ways so your money can work for you. And so that way you can get your woman out That way you can get your woman out of her 9 to 5, and so that way she can really ultimately be in her femininity, even though she's still being her feminine energy anyway, even if she is fucking working. But that's a different conversation for a different day. And so, yes, I agree with that. However, just because your man is taking care of 100% everything, and the man should want to do that, and he is doing that, that don't mean you get to go out and start talking stupid. That doesn't mean you get to go out and just say any fucking thing that you want to say. That doesn't mean that you can live your best life by saying anything and outing all the information that goes on behind closed doors with you and your goddamn husband. This is the conversation in which we talked about when it came to the Aisha Currys, when it came to the Michelle Obamas. Nobody cares. We don't care if you express yourself, but you need to know there's a time and a place to do the shit. And in public ain't the one of them. Neither is a podcast. That's real barber. That's salon talk. That's barbershop talk. That shit don't go out to the fucking media where everybody can hear it. Because if you know the type of value that your man hold, you as a woman, you should make sure that you do everything you possibly can to represent him and the fucking name. You can't go out here making him look stupid. That's why people are on your fucking head. That's why people are calling Akaash a fucking simp. Just because you got money, nigga, that don't make you a masculine fucking man. Just because you got one aspect of what being the man is, just because you got the provider part, check the box off on that one. Just because you got that part, that don't mean that all the other boxes are checked off either, nigga. You're still a simp. Because you allowing your girl to talk the way that she talk in fucking public. And not only that, she should know fucking better. But we live in a modern society where women think that they can just do whatever the fuck they want to do. And they still expect you to be the traditional man. They still expect you to do everything that a man's supposed to do, but you don't want to do everything that a woman's supposed to do. You think you're just supposed to exist. Shit's crazy to me.
Investing in your wife is the biggest ROI that you'll ever have. Investing in your wife is not a financial burden because when you treat your wife like a princess or a queen, you spoil her, you give her stuff, you just let her be able to relax. She gets into this divine feminine energy, this divine feminine aura. In return, she starts taking care of you in a much better way. She's so emotionally
much better ways. How so? I want to know that. This is what y'all don't like to give out the real information. How is it that you're taking better than how is it that you're taking good care of your man? What's her name? Jasleen, whatever the fuck her name is. Mrs. Let me see, what the fuck is her name? Jasleen. He stated that she believed, he stated that she believed she was a virgin. None of those college stories sounded like a virgin profile to me. Exactly. She's a reformed hoe. She's a reformed hoe. 1000%. And it's coming out because the more comfortable she gets and the more she realizes that her man is a simp, the more she gonna continue to talk and keep embarrassing this man in public. But see, niggas like that don't see that. I get it. It's his wife. He got to protect his wife. Understood. I get it. You married to her. You decided to marry her. You thought that she was a virgin. You dropped the ball on that one by not vetting her properly. That's your fault, Akaash. However, how fucking ever, she should know. She should damn well know. And this goes to show his masculinity as well. And that he don't talk, he don't speak up when he need to. And he don't lay the law down. Because this is the conversation, and shout out to Jazz, because I guarantee Jazz gonna be like, well, why the fuck she can't say what she? Because this is the reason why. When you have a man, you never had a virgin? He said, call you simple? Listen, bro, that's why, hey, listen. Of course, for a good time. Absolutely. Get it for a good time. Absolutely. Why the fuck not? I'm not saying you ain't supposed to have fun with her. That ain't what I said. But I'm saying as a wife, it's a no-no. Have fun with her. Do your thing. I never had a virgin. Man, listen, what? You never had a virgin? That's crazy, bro. You know what you're missing, big dog. Yeah, just recreational use, bro. Just recreational use. Don't do that. Don't do that. But nah, fam, that's wild though. She out here talking in public, fucking up her man's name. And it's always, bro, it's always the fucking women who do this shit. Bro, what the fuck is going on? It's always the women who come out doing this shit. Their man is what they would deem a successful man, a man who is doing great things, a man amongst other men in the 1 percentile of financial, in the finances, they doing great. But then there's always the fucking wife who always feel as if they gotta be in the public fucking eye. Shorty, you don't need to be in the public eye. He's enough. He doing enough of that for the both of y'all. Now you gotta get out here too. Now you saying dumb shit. Now you got many guys such as Myron Gaines, Corey Holcomb, myself, Courtney Edgar show. You got everybody and everybody else, so on and so forth, in here talking about you, how stupid you making your man look. And don't get on here being mad and talk. And now you trying to shame you in the social. Well, these kind of men who make $60,000 to $50,000 a year, and these men who want to take care of them, they make them. Yes, if you make that kind of money, yes, niggas want to take care of you, but they also understand. They also want you to make sure that you abiding by what it means to be a fucking wife, and that means not getting in fucking public and embarrassing the fuck out of you. Absolutely not. You bugging. You straight bugging.
Supportive of you because women are so strong in their.
He was a virgin at 31. Listen, I don't think is. I ain't gonna say it's normal. I'm gonna say it's 50-50. I don't think it's an issue, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's an issue that he was a virgin at 31. I don't think it's an issue. But I do believe that when it comes to a man, he has to have experiences. So in this sense, which is why he's so hell-bent on protecting her, even though she embarrassing the fuck out of him, it goes to show, right? Same as when we was talking about Travis Hunter, right? No, that nigga was a virgin. But again, he's sitting outside the party while his girls in that club and the shit dancing up on the dudes, and we was up here trying to tell him, hey fam, but she got her act together though. She quiet. She ain't in the public no more. She out of sight, out of mind. Ain't nobody even thinking about her ass. So she's being smart. She's staying out the fucking way. She's staying out the fucking mix. She doing what she's supposed to do. Staying out the way. Bras like this, she getting in the mix. And she fucking it up. She fucking it up. Myron did too. Yeah, he had a weird relationship. I don't like to be in the public. I don't like to be in public at events. Nah, I feel you, bro. I wish he could have picked the 31-year-old virgin. Hey, if that would have been the case, hey, they would have been straight. But she definitely ain't no virgin. That's a fact.
EQ and how they can take care of men and like really comfort them on this level that they, really haven't gotten since they were with their moms, and not mothering them, but just like giving them that emotional support. And that energy gets rewarded in the universe. It starts coming back to you. And I can say I'm like a case in point example. Like even before my husband really started making money, he always would find little ways to spoil me, even if it didn't cost that much in the beginning. And now like we've gone from like him buying me like AirPods or like Nike shoes to now like spending so much money at Miu Miu or Cartier or whatever. And I'm not saying that to be braggy. I'm saying that I've seen this principle like really, really work. And I truly believe that like a man that takes care of his wife is like blessed by the universe. He's a real man that is a real provider that like, I keep bringing up spirituality into this, but I feel like that's what God-fearing men do, like true alphas. And so like when I was training my dog, this is no joke, I read this dog training book and it says in the book, like the true alpha of the pack is not the dog that barks all the time, is super defensive, insecure. Like those are the red pill guys. The true alpha of the pack is the calm one, the quiet, the like leads with dignity.
Let me go ahead and get this straight. Let me let y'all know something, ladies. Don't get shit twisted when it comes to podcast, you have to talk. You have to say certain things. You're gonna say things that people would normally say at the barbershop, right? That's what we have these platforms for. Yes, we are on here to talk, but we're also on here to make money. So yes, some things we may say a little bit polarizing, but it don't mean that it ain't true. But we may have to put a little spice on it, just a little bit, just to get the shock value, correct? Not all of us, some of us do it, not everybody, right? But when it comes to being an alpha man, yes, he's stoic. He's a man of his word. He's a protector. He's a provider. He's not quick to anger. He's logical. He's also empathetic. He stands 10 toes in his frame. He's hard to be removed out of his frame. He makes sure that the people that's tied to him, he makes sure that they're covered. But he's also a follower of God too, though. But see, the issue is this is you as a woman, though, and you understand that you got an alpha man, that means you need to play your part too. That don't mean you can just go act stupid. Because if he's a leader, right, and he's a protector, he's a provider, he should also be able to hold you accountable for the shit that you do. So if you acting out and you doing things that you aren't supposed to be doing, that isn't conducive to the family or the family name, I get to hold you accountable. I got to tell you, I got to correct that. And that correction can come any kind of way. But it needs to be correction there. I can't lead you if I can't correct you or hold you accountable. How can I be a leader? How can I lead you? Because again, we are on a program, right? It's a program. We both already had this conversation. So if you know I'm in the public eye and you understand that my name means something, when people say when you hear my name, you know who I am. That should also hold weight in the fact that when you get out here and you're on these public platforms, you need to be cognizant of the things that you say and the things that go on behind closed doors. Because it isn't just about you. You are tied to me. And you can diminish my name based off of the shit that you say. So you need to watch what you say in public. Is that so hard? That's why when you were kids and your parents, if your parents raised you correctly, they would tell you, listen, you can't be going out here making me look bad. You can't be going outside looking any kind of way because guess what? Everybody else who see that little kid, a little nappy-headed kid over there, hair ain't done, clothes all dirty, boogers in the nose, ain't took a bath, stinking as hell, all this shit just looking dirty and dusty. Hey, yo, ain't that such and such kid? Now they're gonna be looking at me because they're gonna have to hold me as responsible and accountable. They ain't gonna point the finger at the kid. They're gonna point the finger at the person that's tied to it, the parent. So yes, sorry, ladies, I know it's hard for you to hear, but if you want a man that's an alpha man, you're gonna have to fall in line and follow his lead. And you're going to have to make sure that you don't do anything to diminish the name, because guess what? You are the beneficiary of his success, are you not? If he's a successful man financially and he's paying all the bills and he's making sure that you're straight and taken care of, that means you need to be doing everything and making sure you do everything to uphold that name the right fucking way. But you don't want to talk about that, though. You don't want to talk about that. And it goes the same. Even if that nigga even if he isn't paying 100% of the bills, even if he ain't, and he's working towards it, you need to fall in line because he's on a mission, he's on a program, he's focused, and he's driven. You need to make sure that you remove any type of obstacle that could be in his way. You need to be adding value. So that way he can get to the ultimate goal so you can benefit from it. All right, let me read some of this. I'm 55. I'll go buy you a pot and tell you to grow some tomatoes. See, there you go. There you go. No, they don't have kids yet. Are they really having sex? Wouldn't be surprised if she. I don't know. She probably do, bro. Ain't no telling. I'm pretty sure she run the relationship. Akaash used to act so bro back in the day. He was fronting hard. Oh yeah, of course. Of course he was. She was with a black before Akaash. Ain't no way unless the BF was Lil Nas X. True. Handbags and jewels had nothing to do with God. I agree. I can tell they met online. Did they? The lady in pink can't grow a garden. Oh yeah, that's a fact. Well, shit, the lady in the pink is a chick in the black. That's her. Elaborate on the alpha males are empathetic to the world or to people under his covering. I think he's empathetic to the people. I think he's empathetic to the people under his covering more so than the people that's in the world. Because if anything, he's gonna try to teach you. He's gonna teach you to be careful of the world, not to be of the world, right? If he's leading you, probably he's gonna tell you, listen, don't conform to the world. Don't conform to all the what society deems as normal. Don't conform to that. You conform to what's right. You conform to what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Because if you go out here in this world and you try to be empathetic to everything that's going on in the world, you're going to get swallowed up quick. Pause. You've ever been swallowed. Shout out to TD Jakes. You've ever been swallowed. That shit was crazy when he did that. That shit's wild. You've ever been swallowed. I gotta get that as a sound, bro. I gotta find that sound. TD Cakes. Oh, that shit was funny as hell, but I don't know what made him say that shit. That shit was all suspect when he said that. You've ever been swallowed. She must be from a low Indian caste, slim dog levels. I don't know, bro. Yup, facts.
And this like stature and this grace. And let's face it, men are like dogs, like, you know, so it's like,
yeah,
the analogy fits.
If the shoe,
no, so I was gonna say the same thing about Akaash. Like, I think the happy wife, happy life is more just like women are so in tune with their emotions. We go through like week over week fluctuation. So one, we can't always be on it every week, like how men can. And number two, it's like we give them like this kind of comfort and emotional support and stability that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise. You know what I mean? It's like how they say, like, behind every great man, what do they say?
Behind every great man.
You don't even know the fucking saying. So I know you lying. You just coming up with some shit. You just talking out the side of your neck. Because you ain't giving him no comfortability. You ain't giving him, that ain't even a word. You ain't even giving him no comfort. You ain't doing none of that. All you doing is humiliating him. You don't even know the fucking phrase. Talking about some happy wife, happy life. Absolutely not. Happy house, happy spouse. That's what that is. It ain't about you. It ain't. And that's y'all problem. Y'all keep thinking it's about you. Talking about me. Y'all men are so egotistical. Y'all so ain't, nigga, that's y'all, because y'all think it's about you. It ain't about you, nigga. Shut up.
And is a successful woman?
No, behind every successful man
is a woman.
Wait, what is it?
What else saying? Is a great woman.
Oh.
Yeah, so look at, she don't even know the fucking saying. Up here thinking she about to cook. Behind every successful man is a great woman. Yes, is a great woman who understood her role in what was going on. She realized she was not bigger than the program. Now that she's talking now, Michelle understood the role that she had to play while Barack was in the midst of becoming president and while he was president. Had to play the role. Look at Denzel Washington's wife. You don't hear shit about her. You hear nothing. You hear nothing. And he gives praise to her. She was the one who got him started on the career. I think she did. I forgot exactly what it was, but she took a step back. She took a seat so he can be great. And he gives her all the praise. Ain't that what you want, Miss Egotistical? Don't you want the praise? So therefore, take a seat. Let that man go be fucking great. And you shut the fuck up. Look at LeBron James. You don't see Savannah out here in these streets like that. You don't see her out here saying no crazy, outrageous shit about what she used to do, what she was doing. You don't see her doing that, bro. She quiet. She out there focusing on her kids. But y'all don't. But see, the thing is, y'all ladies don't fucking listen. Niggas would tell you, bro. We've been telling y'all what chicks to be like, who to look at, what women to look at, in order to get an understanding of how to be a wife. Savannah James is the epitome of that. She is that. She is her. Mind you, she's a black woman too. And she's showing y'all how to fucking act. She's showing y'all how to be behind a great man. A man who's doing great things. This man is a billionaire. One of the greatest to ever touch the basketball court. And he's still out here making noise. At fucking 40-some years old. When niggas would have retired already at 36. He's still out here being great. He got his kid in the fucking NBA. He got another kid in college down here in Arizona. And then he got his little daughter. She look like she about to be a freak athlete too. So, bro, this nigga is breeding legacies, and she's standing behind the scenes, just doing her thing that she needs to do as a fucking wife. But y'all want to be in the forefront. Y'all want to be the ones that's in the limelight. You want all the fucking attention, you dumb broads. And then you get mad when niggas come out here and tell you you're dumb and you can't keep a fucking relationship. Stupid. Not all women are angelic Disney characters. Wake up, fellas. Yep, I agree. The woman was made for the man by God. Only ungodly women won't agree. Yep, that's a fact, Christopher. That's a fact. When you have absolutely no marketable talent, attempt to make content. Yeah, that's what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing. She realized that she wasn't doing anything. She realized that Akaash was getting all the attention. She wanted some attention. I guarantee. Here's what I think exactly what happened. Listen, your husband is a comedian. He's a well-known comedian. You are a pretty face. And I'm pretty sure they probably threw a shot at him. Akaash is not that very attractive. So why not you put your face out there? Why not start this podcast? You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty face. You're with this comedian. And you can use that as leverage to get more viewership, and you can start making money, and you can make your own path, girl. Why don't you do that? And I guarantee she fell for the fucking bait, and she doing it all wrong. All wrong. She in the media for the wrong fucking reason. That's crazy. I'll give you one LeBron fact where he is better than Jordan. Savannah over Juanita. Hey, that's a fact. Savannah over Juanita. Hey, facts. That's a fact. That is a fact. They all straight over there. They all straight. So what can they say? Hell, matter of fact, look at Snoop Dogg. We can go even further. Look at Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg been doing numbers since ages. You ain't heard shit about his wife. She in the cut chilling, just being great, raising kids. Look at Ice Cube. You ain't heard shit about his wife. She in the cut. She over that bitch chilling. Matter of fact, besides until he got great. Well, I mean, even then, she still wasn't even in the media like that. Look at Kevin Hart. His lady ain't in the media like that. Shit, neither one of them were. It wasn't until after he left the first one when the first ex-wife was the one who started doing extra shit. She started getting on these podcasts. What's up, Ella? That's what I'm saying. Snoop Dogg's wife is as loyal as they come. But you don't hear her in the media. You'll hear her out here talking shit. She just back there chilling. I'm doing well. How you doing? She back there chilling. But a lot of these women don't understand that because they think they have to be the most important thing. It's like, no, you don't. You don't. You've been following me for a while. Hey, I appreciate you. Listen, tap into the YouTube channel too, though. Courtnee Edgar Show. Come tap in. We live over here. But yeah, bro. And there's many people that I haven't named where their wives just been in the cut chilling. You ain't heard shit about them. They just been chilling, being successful, raising their kids, all of that. It's my name. It's Courtnee Edgar Show. So I don't understand, bro. That's the problem with this new modern day dating. That's the problem with it. Everybody feel as if they have to be in the public eye for what? Especially if your man is gonna be, especially if your man is doing numbers. No, sit back, chill. These hoes so stupid, bro. These hoes dumb. A lot of these hoes dumb. And to be honest with you, the dudes that's dating these hoes is dumb too. I gotta call a spade a spade. They're dumb too. And if they gonna continue to let these chicks do that, they deserve what they get. That's a fact. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, dog. And if you want to support the channel, make sure you hit the super chat, or you can tap into the Cash App.